What's up, folks? My name's Dean McCrudden. This is Take the Bucket. So it turns out my visa for Pakistan has been expired. Technically, I am an illegal immigrant. And today, I am having my first bath in over a month. In one of the wealthiest, richest and best hotels in the whole of Pakistan. On that subject, I forgot to tell you, look who's on the screen. Parts of the city has... It's your favourite YouTuber, yes! Let's get into the video and I'm going to show you exactly how we got here. Boom! So, a little update for you is, unfortunately, I have made an executive decision to leave Pakistan a little earlier than expected. I think it's for the best. I was going to try and persevere and stay a little longer. Pakistan is a wonderful country, but at the end of the day, there is a war breaking out here. The Taliban is coming over, killing people, suicide bombs, and Pakistan's obviously retaliating. So it's a bit hot and heavy here at the minute, and I'm not a journalist. I'm not a news reporter or a paparazzi. I am a backpacker. I like to showcase the best of countries, and I hope I've done that with my trip here. Showcase how kind and hospitable they are. It's just sad that the world we live in is, there's a lot of evil people out there doing evil deeds, and it is what it is. And I originally had plans to go across to India. We're right beside India. I had plans to go across to India straight after. So when I decided yesterday to leave a bit earlier, I started checking and I can't cross the land border. The border is literally 30 minutes drive. In fact, the last YouTube video, the one before this, it's me and Callum at the ceremony, the border ceremony that happens every night. You can't cross there. The next option, when I was applying for an Indian visa, you have to fly in. You have to submit a airport. So I was going to fly into Mumbai. The only thing is, because they hate each other, you can't fly directly in. Again, using like an analogy, you're trying to make it easier for people back home and to give a description. The distance from here to where I'd be flying to is Dublin to London. Literally a 20-25 minute flight, but you can't do it. You have to go through a third party. And to go from here across there 20 minutes, you have to go to the Middle East. The airports, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Kuwait, Doha, Qatar, Oman. The cheapest flight was to Oman. Which, as you know as well, is at war. The whole Middle East is getting blew to bits, unfortunately. It's a crazy world we live in. Crazy, crazy world. So I was going to do that flight down to there. And when I have a plan, I like to stick to the plan. My mind doesn't compute another option. It's like, right, this is what you're doing. How are we going to do this? And I was so adamant to go to India. And for somebody who is a seasoned backpacker, I don't know how the penny didn't drop earlier. I was sitting thinking, and I was like, Dean, fuck India. Why are you so adamant? Like, the headache to get across there is just, why be so adamant? Go somewhere else that you can fly directly to. Oh, it's just my luck. Is the electric one out? Oh my god, there's a blackout. There's a blackout. That has not happened the whole time I'm here. Brilliant. I'll finish this video in a couple of minutes. Right, I can't even remember where I was there. I'm outside the hotel now. There was a blackout there. The Wi-Fi knocked off. The lights went, the whole room went pitch black. Shout out to the Hotel Noor Plaza. That's where I've been spending the last week or so. But yeah, so I caught on. What was the point in trying to go to India when it was such a headache? Go somewhere else. Go somewhere where you can get a direct flight. You don't need a visa and there's no war or any, you're not in any danger. And the penny dropped. There's somewhere, a region in the world I've always wanted to go to. It's at the pinnacle of where I've always wanted to go to. I've had a flight booked there on 2 occasions. Both times COVID kicked in and I had to change plan and I went to Mexico for a load of months instead. So I decided to book a flight there instead. I'm not gonna let you know where it is just yet, just because by the time I post this video, I might still be in Pakistan. I want to get out of the country first, but for anybody who knows me a bit more personal, they'll know roughly where I'm going. But I'm excited because, you know, I was meant to go to this region later on in the year. I decided I wanted to go to Pakistan, India first, because I've always wanted to go to them countries, but I knew like it would have that incredible shock factor for making great videos, which it did have. Sadly, I've came at the wrong time, so I'm going to go out to where I actually want to go, and the place that I want to go has 3 of my top things that I want to do. The number 1 country in the world that I want to go to is here. The number 1 man-made monument in the world that I want to go and see is here. And this one might give it away, but the sport that I want to go and train is also from here. So it ticks off 3 things, this region. But I booked the flight last night. I was on the phone to my mum, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm leaving early. You know, it's become a bit stressful for me here, even before the war breaking out. Everywhere you go, you're getting stopped, getting your passport checked. You go into the corner shop, they're stopped with AK-47s. Not that they're hostile, they shake your hand, they're friendly, but it's just high alert 24/7 here. And you know, a couple of cities I've been to, like Multan, I checked 30 hotels in Multan and they all said no, and I just got back in the bus and went to Lahore. So even without the war breaking out, it's stressful, and I can deal with a bit of stress myself, but the last thing I want to do is put my mum under additional stress that she doesn't need. My DMs have been flooding from people back home worrying about me, you know. So again, I don't want to stress people out back home. I'd rather get the safety and put everybody's mind at ease. Again, my mum's health means more to me, and her mental health means more to me. So if I can put her mind at ease and get out of here, then I will do that. So when I was on the phone to her yesterday, I was like, I'm going to book a flight, and I went on and booked the flight. And I didn't put too much thought into it, and I accidentally booked it for 10 days away, which means I've 10 days to kill here. If things escalate in that time frame, I might not be able to leave. If they lock down the airports like they've done in the Middle East, I could potentially be stuck here. Fingers crossed that's not true. So the plan originally was, me and Callum abroad were meant to go down south to do a bit of a journey together. Then we were going to go and tackle the north and the mountains. I just said I'm not going to the north. It's not safe. A lot of them places up north are Taliban run, and it's the last place you want to be right now. So I'm going to go down south with him, and me and him's going to do a mini road trip here over the next couple of days, and then he's going to go down to Karachi to meet 2 of his friends, and by the time I get to Karachi, I will be getting on my flight. But I have 10 days to kill here until I have to go. Fingers crossed nothing escalates. Fingers crossed I get on my flight. Fingers crossed I can get back in to doing what I love doing, and that's showcasing the beauty of countries. That's making incredible travel content, and I believe the videos are going to reflect that. I don't know how good or bad the videos are going to be the next 2 or 3 that I finish up in Pakistan because of the situation, but I think once I get to my next destination, I'm going to become Dean McCrudden again. I'm going to have that energy back, that enthusiasm back, that excitement back, and the videos will reflect that. But for now, pack my bag up here, go and meet Callum, and then we're going to head to a place called Rahim Yar Khan. Apparently it's down in a desert area, it's out of the road, it's in between Lahore and Karachi. Let's go down there for a couple of days and see what it has to offer. Let's get into the video. That's a big G-Wagon for the road trip ahead.
And Dean's decided to tell us all that he's not feeling too good, so we're all going to catch the plague.
I have a wee bit of the boo-boos. It was Delhi Belly. I feel like I'm getting tonsillitis or something, but this is the swankiest ride I've ever been in. Oh, the swankiest ride. Look at that there. As an adventure backpacker, I'm used to chicken buses in South America and funky train rides and rickshaws and tuk-tuks, but today we are riding instead. Callum got us hooked up with this private ride down to Rahim Yar Khan. We're going to Rahim Yar Khan. It's about 7 hours away. Obviously the journey's going to take longer. We're going to do a couple of stop-offs, but I'm excited to kick back in this ride. Bit of AC, maybe get the earphones in, listen to music, and show you the journey from Lahore to Rahim Yar Khan. So, first pit stop of about a 7-hour drive, and we found a cafe that's completely blowing my mind. Anywhere else in the world, it wouldn't, but this is so unlike a Pakistani petrol station. Check it out. What do you think of the Pakistani petrol station?
Come into my shop. Come in.
Come, we'll show you around. Look. Sweets from all over the world. Oh, that's there. The bounties of that. Fruit tallies. I've been in a lot of service stations here in Pakistan. I haven't seen one quite like this here. Look at that, look. This is probably going to look mediocre to people watching, but to me it's completely blowing my mind. After being in Pakistan for about a month, I haven't seen anything like this. Let me check this side out. Yeah, literally has every chocolate bar or packet of crisps you could ever want. More over there. I'm gonna pick out a wee mad munch here, so I'm gonna pick out a mad munch. This bit here looks like it's Valentine's Day here. Don't know what all them teddy bears are about, and then the juice selection. It's doing that strobe light thing again on my camera. Let me see. That's me stocked up with a munch. Around the world munch. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy the next half an hour of the journey. Well, saying that, it'll only take me about 5 minutes to eat this munch. Oh, that door's open as well. Right, I'm gonna show you before they get into the car quickly. Right, let me get good lighting. Is that good lighting? So these here, Nom nachos, chili lemon flavour. Reminds me of Mexico. The chili lemon. Let me see. I seen this here. I like that because it was now popular.
Shankled snotter.
Shankled snotter here in Pakistan. Pineapple. I need something. I've been drinking water. Oh, where's the chocolate bars? Don't tell me I forgot my chocolate bars. Check out the chocolate bar selection. I get this in South America, Africa, everywhere in the world has it. It actually reminds me of Colombia. The Hershey's cookies and cream, that reminds me of San Gil in Colombia. I used to get one every night with my chicken skewers. Look, the bounty wafer, the wafer rolls, and Fruitella. There you go, that's my munch. I'm just standing there.
That's some Ramadan you're doing, bro. that's a Northern Irish Ramadan.
See, to be fair, I've actually done well. I've done Ramadan the whole time. But I'm feeling a wee bit under the weather today. I've got the boo-boos and I need a bit of flavour in my mouth, and you know what, we're only human, and I couldn't turn down that munchie selection. Like, where else in Pakistan are you going to get a munchie selection like that?
To be fair though, during Ramadan, if you're travelling and stuff, you can generally not fast.
Oh, okay. Well, you can break the rules here apparently, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat my munch here and I'm looking forward to it. So we have arrived in Rahim Yar Khan, and this is without a shadow of a doubt probably the best hotel I've ever stayed in my puff. Anybody that watches my reels or videos, I don't like grandeur, I don't like upper class, I don't like wealth, I like stripped down bare and basics, but it's nice from time to time. But this is my room here in Rahim Yar Khan. Let's go and check my room out. Look at that. Now, excuse the mess, I still am a backpacker. My bag's just been dumped there. The bed isn't made. I had an incredible sleep last night. I've got my towels hung up there. I am not used to seeing riches and wealth like this. It's excessive for me. Anybody that knows me. It's too big. It's too spacious. What am I meant to do with all this room? You know, but I'm not going to complain. It's an incredible hotel. I'm just not used to it. Look at that. Beautiful. I mean, you could spend a week moving from chair to chair. I can sit there one day, I can sit there. Boom, boom. Look. You know, I wasn't expecting that to be so comfortable. I just sunk into that. Monday I can sit here. Tuesday I can go, I want to jump over here a wee bit, you know, check out a different view. You've got a view of the garden straight outside. You know, Wednesday you can maybe kick it around here a wee bit and be like, I'm going to sit on the one-seater here. I've got the coffee table just right in front of me and on. Well, lads, what's happening though? Yeah, well, what's the business talks today? And then you can be a turncoat come Thursday. Thursday you're over a side and you're saying, you offered me 20%. I'm not quite happy with 20%. For us to do a business deal, I'm gonna want 35%. Look, we've actually got a TV. We've got a TV. Wait 1 second, we need to do Friday. Friday, you can come to the king's bed. Oh, you can kick back here, you can chill in the king size bed. You can stick on YouTube and watch a little documentary or vlog. On that subject, I forgot to tell you, look who's on the screen. Look. Most places around the world that I've noticed, in South America, Africa, Asia, parts of the city has... It's your favourite YouTuber, yes! You have seen here first, I'm now on the big screen, I'm on the TV. If you're lying in the house on a Wednesday or Thursday night when I'm to do, you can stick me on the TV, look. This seems to be the on a Sunday you're laying with a hangover, it's Mr. X Sundays, or you're with your bird, you can book a holder while I'm on the background. Look. Oh. In fact, the last person's voice you want to hear while you're getting freaky with your girls probably mine. So look, you can stick it on mute. Boom, you can stick it on mute, just let it play in the background, rack up them views, look. Dean McCrudden in Karachi, that's in Karachi, there you go guys. Put that there, let me show you actually the bathroom, but while you're there, head over to Dino McCrudden YouTube, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz, watch all those movies, you can do it anywhere in the world, I'm doing it here in Rahim Yar Khan. Let's go into the bathroom. The bathroom is actually bigger than some of the hotels I stayed in. Look, there's a walk-in cupboard. Walk-in wardrobe. Check out the top. My mum got me this top for Christmas, by the way. Can you see the back? It is a North Face one. Absolutely incredible. What's inside there? It actually is a walk-in wardrobe. Look, walk-in wardrobe. Look, this is the main attraction, in my opinion. It's all about the bathroom. Check out the bath. Look at the size of that. Let me actually just get in first. You know, humongous bath tub. You can fit about, it's like a jacuzzi. It's like a hot tub. You can fit about 10 people in here. And look, we've got the bum gun. You know how much I love the bum gun. Like, some toilets you go to, you know, you sit down and you're like, ooh, and you let one out and you look round and you're like, no bum gun, what am I gonna do? And that can be a extremely difficult situation if you're at like a bus station, a service station, a weird hotel or whatever it may be, and there's no bum gun. How am I gonna clean my... But here you've got the, look, you can... Oh sweet Jesus! It's not just for cleanliness, it's for pleasure. They say don't mix business with pleasure. But see, with the bum gun 2000, we're mixing business with pleasure. Look at the big mirror for a bit of vanity, you know, if you wanna look, you've got the vanity kit. Cotton buds, the comb, you know. You wanna sit here and, you know, get yourself all styled up. Oh, wee bit of that there. What an incredible space to get ready, look. Humongous. This bathroom alone is bigger than some of the hotel rooms I've stayed in. Look, you've got the bidet. I'm pretty sure the French revolutionised that. It comes from France, that's why it's called a bidet. It's the original bum gun. You actually sit down here like that, and this little thing here, look the water coming out of it. That is the water that's meant to come out of it, out of your anal pipe, not the actual pipe itself. But look, you've got the bum gun, you've got the hot tub, you've got the vanity mirror, you've got the walk-in wardrobe, look. You know, and then you've got this massive, you've got the king size bed, you've got a 2-seater, you've got a 1-seater, you've got 2 comfy chairs, you've got the GOAT, Dean McCrudden on TV, look. This is getting to one of the juicy bits actually, let me see. Can you put the volume up? Look, I'm trying on the Shalwar Kameez, guys. If you haven't seen this episode yet, you need to get over and see it. Okay, how much?
28. 2800?
2800?
Yes.
He was stroking me here, by the way. It should have been 2400. Is there... Okay, I'll take it. 2800.
Just one?
Yeah, just
only one suit?
See, the best about it too, I didn't end up buying that one. I was asking where the ATM was. That was the first episode in Karachi, first episode in Pakistan. I couldn't find an ATM that would let me lift money out. I had no money for several days. I did not go back and get that shawar kameez. That's spoiling a part of it. But go and watch the video to find out how I did. And just while we're on the subject, I've got my little t-shirt hung up here. Ruby Competitions. That is my sponsor. There you go, guys. This has to be one of the nicest hotels in the whole of Pakistan. Probably one of the nicest hotels in the world. I haven't stayed somewhere like this before. I'm going to soak every bit up. I think we're here for 2 days. And I'm going to just lap up every last second of it. Because as much as I like living a bit rough and rugged, it excites me. It's what I'm used to. It isn't for the faint-hearted. So I'm going to enjoy the rags to riches story while I'm here. But up next, I think we're going to head out. I think we're going to go to the market in Rahim Yar Khan. I think we're going to go out to the desert, whatever it may be. But that was a quick tour of the hotel. Let's get out into the streets of Rahim Yar Khan. Right, folks, before we head to the market, we'll have to do a quick stop off point at the police station here in Rahim Yar Khan. It's kind of mandatory that you do that in most cities around Pakistan. If you're a foreigner and you're traveling, check in for security purposes, let them know you're here, show them your passport, show them your visa, but it should only take about 2 minutes and then we'll get to the market. So it turns out my visa for Pakistan has been expired for about 20 days. I was only granted 15 days visa. I've been here over a month. I knew that when I checked the visa. I said to the MMA gym who got me my visa that it was only 15 days. They guaranteed me that it was 6 months. I took their word for it. Turns out they're wrong. I was in the police station there. Lucky enough, I got let off the hook and I just need to go and extend it today. But it's little things like this, it's really grinding away at me with Pakistan and beginning to frustrate me. So we have to head back to the hotel here for a quick stop off point. Why can't I put that window up while I'm in the middle of the vlog? The other way, it's not the other way. This is going to be part of the vlog. How do I put the window up? These guys do a serious amount of smoking. Can I put the window up? Yeah. Can I put the window up?
Window up.
The window. Can I put the window up?
Window up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, my window. There we go. They do a serious amount of smoking here. So they do. So to head back to the hotel here, the best hotel, and not just Rahim Yar Khan, one of the best hotels in the whole of Pakistan. But technically, I am an illegal immigrant. Never thought in a million years Dean McCrudden, an illegal immigrant would go into the same sentence. But I am technically perpetuating the problem that's widespread all over Europe. But always say when things go wrong, it's better to find out sooner rather than later. It was better to find out at the peeler station instead of getting stopped somewhere in town by an army checkpoint or a police checkpoint and not having a visa. So head back here, you apply online. How long does it take to get a visa?
To get the extension?
Yeah, to get this extension.
Sort in 10 minutes.
Sort in 10 minutes. You never have Colin anything in Pakistan.
I've also had the same problem before. I did this a few years ago and I overstayed mine as well. So yeah, you live and you learn. So that's one of these things though. I feel like sometimes when you're travelling though, you lost track of time. Like what I do anyway.
I didn't even lose track. I was told 6 months by I was told 6 months. I was literally told 6 months by the people. The people that was meant to be taking care of me told me I had 6 months here. Only had 15 days here. I don't think it was their fault. But how long do we get this sorted? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Anything you need sorted in Pakistan with Colin takes 10 minutes. We were talking a minute ago, this is an episode, instead of banged up abroad, it's banged up with abroad. But go and get this visa sorted. This is the stuff that probably doesn't look good on camera or doesn't look good building a narrative or story, but this is the raw, true reality of travelling. Sometimes you overstay your welcome, sometimes you need to go and get your visa sorted, sometimes
you're in the bathroom and can't get out.
I've had Delhi belly last couple of days. Maybe a good thing we're going back to the hotel. And sometimes, who did the army, the police officer look like?
Kim Jong-un?
Yep.
Believe it or not.
We had the Timu version of Kim Jong-un, basically, what would be the word for it? Interrogating us about our visa, sorry, about my visa. But we're going to go and get it sorted now, and in about 10 minutes, or...
10 minutes, we will hit the market, because I'm choking to make a video, so in about 10 minutes, we will be down in the market, so we'll see you then. 10
minutes, we'll be in the market, and 10 minutes, we will be legal. Let's go. Like a bunch of mafia gangsters here. Like a bunch of gangsters here heading back to the hotel. Back here to sort the nitty gritty out of the visa.
I was going to say, use sit in Dean's room. Can I need silence to do this? Like I need quiet time to do this visa.
Ooh, Colin's getting a bit angry.
You sit in Dean's room.
Yes, you go to my room. You go to my room.
Okay,
let us do it. Right, the nitty gritty stuff. Right, we're in the room here. We're trying to sort out my visa, and I'm getting, as we say in Belfast, throwing the toys out of the pram. We're getting a wee bit frustrated, getting a wee bit grumpy. Doesn't help that I feel a wee bit sick. But I had this problem back in Belfast. It is quite difficult. I don't want to put anybody off coming to Pakistan, but it isn't as straightforward getting the visa sorted than it is for other countries, and we're having that difficulty here. I'm trying to get an exit permit sorted, but it's not straightforward. There's a website you have to go on to, and yeah, it's become a wee bit frustrating. And I have backpacked on and off for the last 10 years, and I've had everything through at me, but I haven't been as stressed as he's watching me in the background. We need to jump in, but I've never been as stressed in my life than I have in Pakistan. It's going to be pretty honest. It's becoming, I think the whole country's becoming a burden, and I think it's sad to see because it has so much potential. That's my honest opinion with Pakistan. It has so much potential to offer, but they don't make it easy for people coming here to travel. It's just grinding away at me. I'd rather just go somewhere that the fees is easy. You don't need to check in with the police everywhere you go. You don't need to check your fees everywhere you go. You don't need these login passwords to get your fees or portals and stuff like that. Travel should be easy. It should be easy, but at the end of the day, that is the nature of the beast. But out of 60 countries I've been to, I've never been this stressed before trying to get an exit visa sorted, entry visa sorted, or just checking from city to city hotel. It's really grinding on me. It is grinding. He's laughing in the background. He loves Pakistan. What's going on over there?
It's all sorted. Don't worry about it. It's the easiest thing in the world. No, I'm only joking. It's try to get the Google Authenticator and stuff to sort itself out. It's a bit of a pain. We're almost there though, but it is. I know what Dean's saying though. Sometimes when you rock up to a new city, most tourists, I'll give you an example. So most tourists go to like Islamabad, Lahore, these sort of places, big tourist places. But when you start to venture out to other places like Rahim Yar Khan and these sort of smaller, less touristy places, the police want to know that you're in town, they want to sort of check you out, they want to make sure everything's sorted. It can become a little bit of a pain, and especially if you go to the police station and it turns out your visa's not active, then it can become a bit of a headache. But we're getting there, so hopefully there's still time to change Dean's mind. But yeah, I know what he's getting at, because it's now 4 o'clock. We had lots of plans today. Plans have went to shit. Excuse my French, but yeah, it's all part of travelling. These are some things that people don't always show on the camera. They like to just pretend everything's happy. Not everything's plain sailing, as you can see here, but we'll get it sorted, hopefully.
I like to be a wee bit more maybe raw with my thing. I don't think you're going to change my mind on Pakistan. The country's amazing, the culture's amazing, the people's amazing. It's so cheap. I'll not be in a hurry to come back here, I'm going to be honest. It's too frustrating for me. Yeah, even Karachi, which a lot of people go to, 20 hotels turned me away. And I finally got the 30th hotel, the city of Multan. No hotel will let me stay. Yeah, it's become a bit of a burden. As I say, Pakistan as a country is incredible, has a lot to offer, but they're not making it easy for people here. I'm just getting to the stage where I've on a 5 in free, and I want to go somewhere where I can just be a wee bit more free. And it will reflect in the videos, because I'm sure this video I'm a grumpy cunt. I'm going to self-proclaim grumpy cunt. I feel huffy. I feel like Yeah, I'm just frustrated. I want to show you the best of Pakistan, not the worst of Pakistan, and I think I'm slowly starting to show you more downside than upside. Hopefully, we can get this sorted. We're going to show you Rahim Yar Khan, but as he says, it's near 4 o'clock, so it might be tomorrow's video. We'll actually show you Rahim Yar Khan, but if one person can sort it, it's this wee man here.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it.
It's the morning after the day before. Finally got the visa application sorted, which means I'm semi-legal again. You know, if I didn't get that sorted, I'm in massive, massive trouble here. Big trouble. You know, I'm a legal immigrant. Technically a legal immigrant. If I was to get stopped by the police or the army, I could get arrested, I could get fined, deported, which probably would be the best option, but not good. Thankfully, we got that sorted, and we were trying to get that application sorted from 2 p.m. yesterday. We didn't get it sent off until 11:30 last night. All day we were at that. That's how difficult the website is here, you would think. We were actually speaking about this last night. You'd think Pakistan would be tech savvy. You know what I mean? The website is so horrendous at working, but we finally got sent off. We have to wait. I'm going to check here all day to get an email to see if it's been accepted. We just went with the option of getting an exit visa. Instead of extending the visa, we're getting an exit visa. But I feel like my time here in Pakistan is well and truly up. I feel like it's ending on a sad note. I've actually woke up this morning with a flu, or a throat infection, or a chest infection. I'm all bunged up, but Pakistan has really tested me to the brink from day one. Snots. Between the Delhi belly, like the first 2 weeks here, I was sick as a dog with Delhi belly. I powered on through and persevered. You know, now I've got a flu again. And then just, you know, stopping off at cities, you're getting rejected because there's no security there by hotels. You know, Karachi, I had to call the 20 hotels in Karachi. Multan, even in places that's like safe, you're getting stopped. Like every night Lahore, I was coming back to the hotel, I was getting stopped by a police or the army for like 30 minutes, searching my bag. Why am I here? Obviously there's a war breaking out. That's pretty much under control, but is it under control? It's just that making travelling here fun, and it's like, it's turning me into a person that I don't want to be. I want to bring that energy, I want to show you the good side, and yes, I want to show you the bad side also, and be true to what travelling is, but I'm surely becoming a big grump, and I'm not enjoying it, and I'm not enjoying making the videos. This vlog that I've made today, I'm not going to enjoy making that. That's not going to be one of the best hits. It's just me complaining and trying to get visas sorted and going. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I want to showcase my YouTube. So it is for now. That's the end with Pakistan. If I get this exit visa sorted, I'm booking a flight out of here. Where to, I don't know. But I need to change it up. I need to stick to my own kind of. Do you ever get like, if somebody's going through a bad time, you give them the best advice, but you don't take your own advice? Like you give them the good advice, but you don't do it yourself. I need to take my own advice. When I was backpacking across Europe, and I was at the side of the road and couldn't get a lift, I called it stuck energy. You know, if you're there for 2 hours, you can't get a lift. You're not going to get a lift there. Move up, change the new location, change the new spot, and anybody will watch me. I was going live for hours on end, and I said to these, right guys, we're going to change it up here. You need to change that stuck energy up, and you need to use that analogy for your day-to-day life. If you don't like your job, your partner, your relationship, a friend, your gym routine, your gym that you're going to, whatever it may be, if you've got that stuck energy, you need to change it up, because you're not going to get different results doing the same thing. And for now, I need to change it up. Pakistan, I love you. I love the people, the culture, the history, the food, all of that. It's just unfortunate. It's just been tough, too tough, at the point where it's stressful. And it's like, I love adventure backpacking, but not when it's like this. And I've got that stuck energy, and I'm gonna take my own face and I'm getting it out of here. So fingers crossed today I get my exit visa. Once I get my exit visa, I can then book a flight for like next week, and I can hopefully, if the airports are still open, get out of here. But gonna have coffee here, and then the next time you see me, we're gonna go back to the police station. I think we have to go back to the police station, show them the exit visa application, at least we've applied for it, and then hopefully in a couple of days they get back and say yes. But I might be able to go and show you, even though I'm sick as a dog here, I'll go and show you maybe the desert or some kind of funky market here in Rahim Khan. Right, let's go and get that sorted. Before we head out for the day and do the stressful adulty stuff, I had to make use of the hot tub in this hotel. This is the first bath I've got in over a month, and yeah, long time. Ooh, incredible. Ooh, I went down the wrong pipe, but if anything's gonna sweat the fluid, it's this. You have to make use of this incredible hotel. Look at this again. Look at the size of this bathroom. Humongous. This place is bigger than some of the hotels I've stayed in. Like, you know, does anybody do this in the bath where you toe it, you turn it up and down with a toe? In fact, I have another one here you could do with a toe. You whack it up your kid. In fact, I'm gonna show you the main feature. You can do the shower and the bath at the exact same time. Oh my goodness. Makes me feel like I'm in the Amazon rainforest again. Oh, yeah. Woo. That should see me straight, that should lighten up the mood. Woo. Absolutely incredible. As I've said before, I'll say it again, I'm not used to riches like this. I'm used to rough and rugged. Used to the cheapest option possible. As long as there's a place to put my head down, I'm pretty much happy. But every now and again you need to treat yourself to something like this, and you know, checkout time's getting very close, so I just want to soak up every last minute of this amazing tub and these amazing facilities before I have to go to the police station and do all the nitty gritty again. But when you sit back and breathe and think about it, what a life I have created for myself. Absolutely. Sometimes I need to give myself a pat on the back. Even the rough days and the rough situations, it's like it's a life that you can look back on. If you ever have kids or grandkids, or you make it till 80 or 90 years old, you can look back and say, whoa, what a life. Like, if life's a book, I would like to think every single chapter of my life has been an incredible one, and this is just another chapter in the middle of getting rolled out. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna kick back and enjoy my bath. Right folks, that is the hotel there. Etihad Club in Rahim. There you go. I'm gonna quickly show you around the grounds just because they've looked after us like royalty here. You know, this is the forecourt. There's like a play park here for kids if you ever bring kids here. The whole way along. This is a nice garden, and just there, I'm a wee bit disappointed that I didn't get to use it, was the gym. There's a gym there, but I've had a flu for the last couple of days. But what a place. If you're sick, couldn't have picked a better place instead of some of the hotels I stayed in. But this is the Etihad Club in, what's this place called again? Rahim
Yar Khan.
Rahim Yar Khan, there you go. Absolutely incredible spot. One of the best, probably the best hotel I've personally stayed in my life. We're treated like royalty. But yeah, if you ever come to Rahim Yar Khan, which I don't know if any of you as well, but just wanted to give it a shout out. But let's go. Do we need to go to the police station?
I don't think so. If we can avoid it, we'll try and do our best.
We don't even need to go to the police station. I think my visa application is enough to get me to go and explore for the day. So let's go and finally explore Rahim Yar Khan. So we've drove for nearly an hour and they've took us to like a desert place. There's a river over here, or sorry, a giant lake that they have boats and jet skis, but the guy on the gate said the jet skis isn't on today. But I thought we were trying to escape the Taliban, escape Al Qaeda. Surely if we're going out here into the desert we're getting closer to them. Look at this place. Look at that swing set. It is. It's kind of like Chernobyl or something here, isn't it? Complete waste ground. I couldn't imagine too many families coming here for a day out or a picnic, or you know, it was to get here. It was like 1 hour drive through a dusty, dirty road, and our driver says that like 1 year ago there was no road to here. They've only recently built the road, if you want to call it, even though it's kind of like this, like a third track. But yeah, you can see the lake over in the distance. Callum's doing his thing on. Let's go over and see the swings. To be fair, the swings aren't they're just the same as the swings you would get in the UK. But with the heat, oh, you couldn't sit on that. That would absolutely scald you. No matter where you go in the world, there's always a Timu version of the Eiffel Tower. This is actually the famous, I think it's a replica of the famous Tower of the Whore over here. It says family area. I just don't think there's too many families here. There you go. Me and Colin were laughing there. It's Ramadan, so a lot of places are kind of on wind down mode during the day because nobody's eating. But the only people, like, we had 5 people in our car, and there's another car following us with 4 other people, and we're the only ones doing Ramadan. Me and Colin aren't having any water, aren't having any food today until iftar, when you break the fast. Everybody in the car, they were eating samosas, having crisps. I don't know, I asked the guy here, is Ramadan not enforced as much because we're kind of near the Indian border, we're in Punjab, and obviously it's not all Islam, it's not all Muslims, it's a mixture of maybe Hindu, or you might have Christians here, you might have Buddhists here, but he just said, I think because we're in the rural areas, you know, people have a wee cheeky samosa. People don't really stick to the rules here as much as they would in kind of Karachi and Lahore, where there's a lot of eyes watching you saying, what are you doing eating? I think that's why. But this is the lake right out here in the desert. Apparently you can get a boat out here, you can get jet skis out here. As I said before, the guy on the door, or the guy on the gate, the security guard, says the jet skis aren't on today. Why you need a security guard here is beyond me. You know, it takes an hour driving through the desert to get here, and it's not exactly hustling and bustling. This is the new YouTube star for the future. This is Ibrahim. Oh, how are you? Assalamu alaikum. Oh, he's in a bad mood. He was laying in the car like this, sleeping. That's Ibrahim. I call him Ibrahim if it's the driver's son. He wants to be a YouTuber in the future, apparently. Hopefully one day, many moons, somewhere in the distant future, he is a famous YouTuber. I've been obviously to a lot of extremely hot climates. You know, Puerto Escondido in Mexico was unbearable. It was, even with the AC on, you were crippled in the room with the heat, the sweat flying at you. You could not sleep at all. You know, Dubai's right out in the desert. It's extremely hot and humid. It's almost unbearable at times. I'm trying to think where else. You know, I've been many places. Africa, obviously the Serengeti and the Masai Mara, right into the thick of it, into the African plains. But right here has to be up there with one of the hottest. It's cooking up, and as the months go on here, you know, we're kind of springtime. As the months go on, it's going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. And it's really hard, even in the shade here, to get a wee bit of respite from the sun. But I'm hoping, I can't see it there being a cafe or a restaurant here. I hope there's something up here we can get even a wee bit of juice, a wee bit of water just to cool down. But doesn't look like anything at all is happening here. There's the guys that are driving the cars. That's the chiefs. Looks like there's a path that goes up there to wherever it goes. But yeah, if the jet skis aren't on, you know, it's Ramadan. I think they've just took us somewhere that nothing at all is happening. Nothing at all is happening. But you know, I've learned with my Pakistan trip that it's so stop start, and this is just another prime example of that. This guy is the big show of Pakistan. And what's his name? Panchot?
Sami Baloch.
No, but what's his name? A Panchot? No. They're all teach me bad words here. Apparently Panchot means motherfucker. They're all laughing. Hey, we're gonna go on the boat on the lake. We see there's the lake there, like. That's that side. There's the big show and the crew here. There's the boat. The water actually looks a lot cleaner here, like, compared to the other side. I can actually see fish. The big mate here, he's revving up the engines here. Want to take a spin. Want to take a spin out in the lake and see what's the lake called. Do you know the name of the lake? Let me see.
Yes, absolutely.
Ooh. You have to kind of slide down to get into it. There's a strong smell of gasolina.
I can smell it myself.
If you take a few inhales, you might have a bit more fun on the boat. Oh, right. Is it two to a chair?
He's pretending, but actually it's the river lagging. So it is. But I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to sit here and lie to you.
The river lagging in Belfast, he's saying.
What's the name of the lake?
What's the name? Gadbury. Ah, Lake Banchot. There we go. Lake Banchot. Let's go. Here we go. What do you say, big show? Libra. Bye, baby. Doesn't look impressed. Ah, he's getting boat sickness. Faster! Whoa,
We can change the boat. We can go with the.
So there you go, guys. I'm glad I was able to tick off that massive bucket list goal of mine. I've wanted to do that for years. Wanted to come to Rahim Yar Khan and get on the 15-minute boat ride, going 8 miles per hour. You know, I can sleep at night better now, you know, knowing I've ticked that off. I can die knowing that I accomplished that, you know. Does the novelty wear off after 30 seconds? Yes. You know, is it hard to pretend like you have enthusiasm? Yes. Did you even want to get on it in the first place? No. But, you know, it's another thing ticked off the bucket list, and I'll put that onto the CV of one of the best things I've ever done. So it wasn't. Only in Pakistan would you be driving down the road and there's a cow in the back of the truck. That's literally a cow's ass in the back of the truck. Kind of reminds me of back home, because that's what the women back in Belfast look like.
Hello.
They're maybe a wee bit skinnier than the women back home, but there you go now. Pakistan, you get ass in your face in Pakistan, just not by humans. Right, car change. And the irony is of the last video I just made about the cow, literally 30 seconds later we changed over cars. Look at the registration plate. Bomb. A minute ago we we're looking at a cow bomb, now we're looking at the actual bomb. Change cars, get us back to the hotel. Sorry, not back to the hotel. We're actually changing the hotel. We're not in luxury tonight. We're going from rags to riches. We are?
I think we're kind of.
Are we? Ah, well, Colin says we're kind of luxury anyway. Colin always gets it sorted no matter what you do in Pakistan. Colin will get it sorted. So there you go, folks. We've arrived at our second hotel here in Rahim Yar Khan. This was the original one we were meant to stay in, but it's still under construction. The downstairs part of it. Turns out it's actually a better hotel. They've got a swimming pool here, they've got a gym, they've got a track, like a 1K track. They've got the cricket courts, they've got a tennis court. Incredible place, but it's been a long day, extremely long day. In fact, it's been a long couple of days. We stopped off at the pharmacy on the way back. I'm coming down with some sort of virus or flu or whatever. It's probably, yeah, a mixture of long days travelling, probably doing the Ramadan and then eating bad quality food, stressed out a wee bit from trying to get the visa sorted, all that fun jazz, moving here, there and everywhere. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here. Probably isn't going to be one of my blockbusters, but again, this is the harsh reality of travelling. You have days like this where it's not fun, but the sooner I get back to getting out into the thick of it with the locals and having fun and creating the content I like, the better. For now, I'm going to get checked in, I'm going to get my bag up to the room, I'm going to get a good night's sleep. I'll see you all on the next one. Boom.